Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Fallout 4. My name's Camel, and this video is going to be a walkthrough guide in which I will show you how to acquire the unique Fat Man Big Boy, which was also my nickname in Thailand for some reason. To acquire this weapon, we will need to come to the shop Commonwealth Weaponry, which is found in the Diamond City Market, which of course is within the walls of Diamond City itself. As soon as we enter Diamond City, if we head towards the middle and veer slightly off to the left, continue on heading straight ahead, and the shop with the yellow sign above it that says Commonwealth Weaponry is the shop we need to go to. Once speaking to the shopkeep, of course, click barter. Once here, go across to weapons, and Big Boy will be the first weapon there. Now, this is the most expensive item in the game that can be purchased from any vendor, so be sure to bring all of your bobblehead, perk, and magazine effects. Also, be sure to wear clothing that increases your character's charisma. All these forces combined will reduce the price. As always, before looking at Big Boy's base stats, I have reduced all of my character's special attribute stats to 1. I have no perk, bobblehead, or magazine effects applied. This will give us the absolute minimum base stats of Big Boy. So first off, Big Boy completely unmodded has a base ballistic damage of 553. The ammunition used is the mini nuke. It has a fire rate of 1. Its range is 117. Accuracy is 39. Its weight is 30.7, and its value is 5012. And as we can see at the top in the middle, Big Boy shoots an additional projectile. Now we're going to be modding Big Boy, and there's only one mod slot, and the only mod that can be placed in this slot besides the standard launcher is the MIRV launcher. A bit of a flashback to Fallout 3. As we can see the description there, all it says is an experimental modification. Not very useful. And in terms of perks to apply this modification, we will need Gun Nut at rank 4 and Science at rank 4. Big Boy has a base ballistic damage of 36. It still uses the mini nuke as ammunition. Its fire rate is still 1. Its range is 117. Its accuracy is 39. Its weight has gone up to 36, and its value has increased slightly to 5150. And of course, Big Boy shoots an additional projectile. So first of all, we're going to be having a look at Big Boy with the MIRV launcher modification applied to it. As we know, Big Boy shoots an extra projectile, and the experimental MIRV modification makes a normal Fat Man shoot 4 warheads instead of 1, while still only consuming 1 mini nuke in terms of ammunition. So 2 times 4 is 8, right? Well, mathematically yes, but in-game, the experimental MIRV modification on Big Boy makes it shoot 12 warheads, while only consuming 1 mini nuke as ammunition, for reasons unknown to myself. Now, although this sounds good in theory, shooting 12 warheads instead of 1, it's actually pretty damn bad. Although on the stats the range says it's the same, the range is the same for the projectile that comes out of Big Boy, but then halfway through the arc, the projectiles split into warheads that then fall to the ground. So most of the time, your shot falls about halfway short of the enemy you're trying to hit. And even when you fire this group of warheads as far as possible away from you, you're only just not getting hit by your own weapon's projectiles. I mean, Fat Mans and Big Boy especially are dangerous enough without reducing the range and then adding 11 more warheads. So if you do put this modification on your weapon, don't, but if you do, do not use it in VATS. You will be terribly disappointed and probably dead each and every time. The experimental MIRV modification, in my opinion, is a failed experiment. Here's an example. Look how damn close the enemies are. I was in God mode to make sure I didn't die, and I shot around 400 mini nukes at that boat that was so damn close to us. What do you know? All 3 enemies have survived. So yeah, it really is a dozen of disappointment. So now let's look at the Big Boy with the standard launcher modification that it comes with, which should be noted does more damage than the MIRV launcher. Each warhead doing 553 base damage, and of course it shoots 2 of them, totaling in over 1000 damage per shot. Not only is it more effective in terms of damage, it can actually be used in VATS properly and will actually reach the enemies you're aiming for instead of dropping off halfway. The fact that it shoots 2 mini nuke warheads at the cost of 1 mini nuke gives it the most damage potential for a single shot in the entire game. When firing, the warheads can do anything from stick together the whole way until they hit the target, or they can split quite severely. You will notice this more, of course, at longer ranges. But the fact that it shoots 2 warheads basically doubles your chance of actually hitting the enemy, because if one goes astray, you still have the other one, which will probably fly true. You know that old saying, 2 nuclear warheads are better than 1. And now it's time for some history. The weapon Fat Man in Fallout is named after the nuclear bomb that was dropped over Nagasaki, that bomb's codename being Fat Man. The bomb dropped over Hiroshima had a codename of Little Boy, which is pretty damn close to Big Boy. So on a less serious note, if you liked the Fat Man as a weapon, then the Big Boy is a must-have. It's literally double everything. Double the damage,
Double the price.
double the fun, doubles your chance of actually hitting the enemy, you get double the head, which is something no man can turn down. And here's the Big Boy in action. I've been Camel. I would like to thank you very much for watching. I do hope that this video helped you acquire this weapon and understand the ups and downs of both modifications of this weapon. If you would like to see other Fallout 4 guides, please feel free to click on the playlist button on screen. Of course, this will take you directly to my Fallout 4 guides playlist where you can select the videos you wish to watch freely. Or you can check in the description where it will be frequently updated with links to new Fallout 4 guides that I upload. Once again, I would like to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you very shortly in the next video. I will see you there.